Hi. Welcome to our podcast on the school musical Grease.
So I thought on the first day of the musical it went well, considering like it was our first ever actual performance in front of a crowd. What did you think?
I thought it went well as well. I thought the days went on that it did progress and everyone became more confident with their acting and singing. And
I mean, on the first day the crowd didn't laugh as much. Yeah, like it was a bit quiet. I remember Roisin and Elaine saying, "Oh, you couldn't hear it, but they were giggling very quietly to boost their confidence," which is very sweet.
I thought it went well. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean the performances were good on the first day. It's just no one had the confidence to really make it their own yet.
I don't blame them, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, especially since like none of us are trained. Like Ella was a really good Sandy. She had a really amazing voice. Like everyone in the back when she was singing, they'd all be like singing and dancing along, mouthing the words because no one else can really sing that well.
She was amazing. I think she portrayed Sandy quite well because she is such a happy and bubbly girl.
You better shake up, 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You better shake up, you better
Who is Sandy? That is such a character, Ella. From what I know, she's like a girl from Australia who's like, moved to America?
I think so, yeah. And she's like shy and
Really, you think so? But you're the lead, okay.
Were you happy when you got the part, or?
Yeah, but I also don't think I should have gotten it.
Why? You should have.
Just,
Why not?
People were better suited.
No. Ethan should have played Sandy.
Ethan, yeah, honestly.
But I mean, I think on the second day we were a lot better. I think that was when the show peaked.
Yeah, because I feel like after the first night, Ella and Kiki really just were a lot more confident in themselves and their performing.
Which day was it that Kiki came in just very last minute for the show?
I think it was the last day.
Yeah, and
I remember one of the days, I don't know if you heard about this, but it was all the backstage drama because Ellie accidentally got slapped by Ella.
Oh,
Ella
I
was
heard
supposed to
about
get
that and they were apologising.
And Ella ran off and was like...
Didn't Ella
crying.
accidentally slap two people or something? Or
I don't think it was an accident. I think she was just with all the pressure of the show. She just was
No, it was an accident. It was very sweet afterwards because they were apologising.
Ella was crying.
Ella.
She was so
Yeah, Ella
sad.
cried in the dressing room.
I would have just embraced it and just gone with it.
No, you would have just
Enjoyed
been yeah, I did it, so what?
You would have as well, don't I?
Rizzo's song was really good. There are worse things I could do.
Oh, I really
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
it was really good.
It was really good.
They go with a boy or two.
Are you playing in the musical?
I'm Rizzo.
And who is she?
She is kind of a insecure character, but at the same time very confident. She tries to show people that she doesn't care what people think when really deep down she does, and she doesn't seem to like Sandy a lot because she thinks everybody's trying to take the spotlight away from her, but then by the end of it they share the spotlight.
Well, in the movie I always found Rizzo was one of my favourite characters because she's so
complex.
Yeah, she's a really good character to play. So were you happy when you got her?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I was a bit worried because some of her songs are quite difficult.
Yeah.
But
well, you nailed it.
Thank you.
You're really good.
Thank you. But
so you're 2 shows in. Good job, by the way.
Thank you.
Were you nervous on the first night? And are you less nervous now?
I actually haven't been nervous at all. To me, it's just been one big rehearsal, just
You're
with
the
a long
first
lights.
person to say that.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've been on different stage things before.
You have.
Maybe I'm used to it, but
yeah.
I just wasn't nervous. To me, it just felt like another rehearsal because we've done so many of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Would you do acting in the future? Or?
I don't think so. But at the moment, it's something I really enjoy,
Well, you're
just
doing
as
great.
a spare time thing.
That's the worst thing I could do.
Kiki, I think he portrayed Danny quite well. He's one of those kind of the too cool for school kids in real life as
I
well.
wish I had gotten to see Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
The T-Birds were really good. The T-Birds were funny. Like, I laughed at their scenes when I was watching them. And, like, especially...
I thought Say Luke was quite funny.
Yeah. And I don't know. I liked the T-Birds because, like, it was fun. Even just doing that one scene with them, like, even though it was only, like, a fraction of a second, you could tell they're all, like, very much in character in the scene. And they all had, like, cheeky grins on them. And then, like, even just... They were very funny.
And what about the...
Like Grease Lightning. Everyone enjoyed Grease Lightning. It was... Okay, so who are you playing in the musical?
I am playing Kaci.
Okay, and who is Kaci?
Kaci is Danny's best friend, and a part of the T-Birds, and he's kind of the bad boy of the group.
Okay, were you surprised that you got the role, or...?
I was quite surprised. I never really thought of myself as an actor as much before, but going into the auditions and saying that I'd be a good role, I'm happy that I got the role, and I'm happy with the position I'm in.
That's good, because like you're really good at it. Were you nervous? Obviously, you're 2 days in now, but...
At first, but now I'm feeling alright. It's easy enough now at this point.
That's good. Do you have a favourite scene?
Definitely Grease Lightning, because you know that's my scene and all.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah, anything you want to add?
No, I think everybody did a terrific job considering the production and all. Everyone's putting in an amazing effort, and no, I think it's going great.
I think also Jam did really well. Like Aoife was really good as Jam.
I think she did, yeah.
Especially like working off Roger Rump, who would be Adam, who's like they worked really well off each other, and you could see that like yeah. I don't know if Aoife was actually just annoyed with Adam that day, and she was just like, what? But it worked.
I have to say one of my favourite characters was Vince Fontaine.
Yeah, he was
Abdul
really
was just such a cool performer. I think that he actually might have a career in performing after school. That's what my mum thinks as well, because I just think he was very
yeah,
good.
and even like just standing beside him when he's doing one of the scenes, because obviously for the dance scene, like we're right beside each other, and he's just so like he's constantly moving, and he's got this sort of like constant little smirk on his face, and he's just doing these little poses. You'd think he's actually Vince Fontaine.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Who are you and who are you playing?
I play a casino. I'm also a cheerleader. My name's Ella. Because there it was.
Yeah. So you do a lot of singing, which you're an amazing singer, even though you won't admit. So were you surprised when you got the roles?
Yeah, because I didn't think I'd get a role because I was new at the time when they did the audition, so I thought they wouldn't, and
Honestly, same.
I was really happy when I did.
But like, are you happy that, obviously you're happy you got the role.
Yeah.
And like, you're 2 shows in, so are you a bit less nervous now, or?
No, because I flopped tonight.
You didn't flop, you were amazing.
Thank you.
So the 2 songs you sing are, what are they called again?
Oh, Those Magic Changes and Shaking Up the High School Hop.
Okay, so, I mean, just thank you for the interview, I guess, because I'm asking a lot of questions. Is there anything you want to say, like how do you act when you're on stage, I guess?
I said a lot of rhubarb. I rhubarb a lot, you know? Okay. That's pretty much it.
There you go. I mean, thank you. What did you think of the casinos?
I thought the casinos, if I'm to be honest, weren't well portrayed. I thought that the girls were
so
both
mean.
quite, no, but I mean, like, I think they did well, but I think, like, personally, they were both quite nervous all 3 nights, and that when they were singing stuff, they weren't actually really going for it.
Well, I liked them. I was dancing along to that. Like,
No,
actually.
I thought it was. I have to say, like, I don't mean that it was bad. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, they were
but
really
I feel
good.
like that.
You could tell they were nervous. It's a
Yeah.
hard role. Like,
Yeah, it was a hard role. I feel like if Leah Dwyer was in it, like she was originally supposed to be, I think it would have been a little bit, because she's not no fear on her at all, like, you know, out there.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah,
would have gone for it
pushed
straight away, you
confidence.
know. I feel like it would have pushed the confidence a lot. But I did enjoy them, but I felt like they were very uncomfortable when I
Yeah.
looked at them on stage.
Which is a shame because they're really good at singing. So like, if they were comfortable and if they were confident with it, it would have been like jaw dropping.
Do a split, give it a yell, throw a fit,
do you play in the musical?
Patty Simcox.
So tell us a bit about your character.
Well, she's like the teacher's pet and like really mean towards Sandy because she has a big crush on Pat. On what's his name? Danny.
That's great news, okay.
And were you happy when you got, like, when you were told you were going to be playing her?
I didn't know who Patty was.
Oh, that's great.
But I'm glad I did go through with it because this is fun because I'm not like my character at all. Like, at all. So
Lies.
this is a fantastic challenge.
Well, that's
yeah.
good. Like,
And are
you're...
you
Shut up.
nervous or are you? Okay, thank you.
I was nervous at the start, but I think like I'm terrified, but like I'm also chill. It's really creepy. But yeah, I think I'll be okay.
It's good. Like, you've been doing a very good job on the show, so...
Well, thank you very much.
Good luck
So,
tonight.
now,
Thank you.
You can tell us about how you play, Sasha.
I am just a cheerleader in the musical.
And you're the best cheerleader.
Yes, I'm one of the leaders. Let's just
Okay,
say
so
that.
tell us a bit about your character. So what do? You just cheer or?
Yeah, well, I come in and kind of get them into line.
That's very good.
Very good.
And what was it like learning, like, the routines? Was it difficult since you're obviously not, like, there's no cheerleaders?
No,
here?
it was actually not difficult.
No.
It was
That's
really easy.
you're such
So
a
do you think you're well
professional.
suited to this?
Yes,
Do you? Were you nervous?
obviously.
I mean, who wasn't?
Yeah.
Well, that's very good. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. What would you say about cheerleaders?
The cheerleaders, obviously, like, the cheerleaders were very good, but they were a bit nervous, obviously, like everyone was.
I felt like the cheerleaders kind of weren't. I felt like there was one cheerleader, not singing her out, and I'm not going to say names. I felt like one or two were quite nervous,
Yeah.
but I could see that like that
I-
was okay because I felt a
Yeah.
few of the people were kind of, you know, like weren't so nervous and were out there, were kind of helping them kind of push through. But
I mean, because they were a group, it was a lot harder to tell that they were nervous because they were all like supporting each other and jazzing people up. Like, they were just, you know, as cheerleaders should. They were very in character for cheerleaders. They were like support group. They're like, woo, let's do this.
I have to
We're
say, I
the
loved
best.
their costumes. I have to
Yeah.
say the costumes for this musical were actually
They were
phenomenal.
impressive.
I really enjoyed it. Like the costumes were really cool.
Yeah, because at one point we were all a bit worried what the costumes would look like, and they turned out amazing.
I have to say, like Avril told me, Avril Morris told me that she actually really loved the Pink Lady costumes.
Yeah.
She said that she would almost wear them outside herself. They were lovely.
Yeah, I was sad. I was like, why can't I get one?
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it now. I think it was great. I felt like though I was kind of really, for like the backup dancers, the people that didn't have a main part, like people that weren't T-birds or people that weren't a certain thing, that were just kind of like what I was doing, dancing in the backgrounds, didn't really dress to the way that we were supposed to. Like, you know, like the only ones who really wore the black jeans were like the T-birds and what was the other one? Like
Scorpions.
the Scorpions. I felt like everyone else should have been wearing like a blue jeans with kind of like a grey T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
You know, because that's kind of like every day, as the black was kind of more the T-birds, more kind of rock, more kind of cool, too cool for school out there.
That's really like, yeah, no, that's true.
So I felt like a lot of people weren't like.
Okay, but listen up, next year, if you're doing Greece again, these transition years next year, wear blue jeans. Ethan's ordered you too. What's another thing that was really, really, really good?
The sound and lighting was really
Yeah,
impressive.
the musical, like the musicians, like what were their names?
Oh, we had Amani and Daniel.
Yeah, they were really
They were
good.
really good, but I have to say Roshan helped a lot with that, and Mateus, because they are amazing.
All very amazing people, and Roisin helped a lot with the singing. We would have been mumbling, like we would have just been there, like.
I'd say the actual sound, the sound was okay. There was some nights where it did kind of
The mics
go up
were a
and
massive
down,
problem.
but that's because people probably did have their phones on stage.
To see Rizzo in the corner texting someone, not that she was, but you know, it'd suit the
I
character.
enjoyed the lighting was quite cool, and I thought it fitted the scenes quite nicely and the mood of the scenes.
Yeah,
quite
no, the
nicely.
lighting was really good, and the mics when they worked, it was really helpful to have mics. But like again, they did go off sometimes. Sometimes they didn't turn on, like especially for the first night for the scene at the drive-in, because like the movie, since we weren't on stage, the guy didn't turn on our mics,
Yeah.
so I pretty much had to yell.
Yeah.
Like, you're not backing incredible.
I enjoyed the venue. I feel like we actually could have served tea or coffees or a beverage of something.
Yeah, I was wondering why
because
we
my
didn't.
mum was kind of saying like everyone is there to watch the musical, but it is nice like when you go to a movie to get some sort of beverage or a snack, you know,
Yeah.
like maybe sell some like little cakes or little tea cakes with some tea and coffee, you know, it would have been a lot nicer.
Although I'm kind of glad that they didn't serve coffee in case we were really bad and they were like, just chuck it on stage.
I think one of the reasons we didn't get it is in case they made a mess, but most parents and stuff would have been okay with it. I have to say the venue was quite nice, you know, it was what we needed. It was spacious, the stage was spacious,
Yeah.
the changing rooms and everything was quite good.
It was
So I
worth
enjoyed
setting
it.
up.
Yeah, it was. I really have to say, the setup was one of my favourite parts, where we all came together to kind of clean and set up the halls, and I just have to say it was a really enjoyable and fun time.
What was your favourite moment of the show? Like, backstage?
I have to say, I loved being up actually on the stage when people were running up the stairs going, oh, I'm on.
Yeah.
And everyone was kind of lining up, and then you see the people like singing in the background, like Ella was standing behind the curtain doing a little mimicking of her singing, and everyone was all looking happy, and everyone was kind of having a bit of a laugh and going on and off, and you know, it was all real fun and happy. It's like, it's taken away from all of our year's drama, because there has been a lot of drama throughout the year between people's boyfriends and girlfriends and all this stuff going on, and I have to say, you know, like everyone just forgot about it and went on with the show.
Everyone was just so buddy,
And
like
I just
everyone was happy.
Loved it. It felt like I was back to a kid again.
Yeah,
there was no drama.
It was amazing.
I loved
and
it.
especially for Grease Lightning, all the girls in the dressing room would always forget that's going to come on, and then they'd hear like the sound, and they'd be like,
I know, I have to say one bad
run
thing.
off.
Okay, we can't tell Roisin, Elaine. If Roisin is listening, just get her to leave the room now.
Block your ears.
Well, you probably won't be happy either, but wasn't the first night, I think it was, maybe it was the first night, it was one of the nights I missed the end song. What was that song we all did together with the dance?
yeah, we go together.
Yeah, I missed We Go Together because who was there? Fergal was there, or Fionn, one of them was there. Tig, sorry, it was Tig, and Tig was talking to me, and I started hearing the music pop up, and I couldn't just be like, oh shit, sorry, I need to go.
Well, you could have.
Well, I could have, but I didn't want
It
to
would
be
have been a
rude.
bit rude.
So I was kind of like, yeah, kind of speeding it up. And then it started playing, and I said, okay, well, the dance has started, because I was thinking it was like We Go to. I was like, okay, well, they're already into the dance. I can't come on halfway, run in the back and jump in. So I was like, right, I'm just going to have to leave it. But then I didn't want anyone to come in and be like, why are you on stage? So I actually went and just hid in the bathroom until the song was over.
Aww.
Until the song was over. Then I came out to run up to go on stage, but then it turns out, like, nobody put me into a group where to come out with and bow with.
Same.
So I didn't know who to come out with. So at the start, I came out with the cheerleaders, but I felt very out of place in the way that all the cheerleaders were wearing their red costumes, and then all the Scorpions were wearing their black jeans and a red t-shirt, and I didn't know who to come out with, so I came out with them. But I looked so out of place because you had all the cheerleaders on one side and all the Scorpions, and it looked like a couple because they all had kind of the matching red t-shirts with the red cheerleading outfits, and then there was just me with a grey top and my blue jeans, and I looked very out of place.
Now you're the leader of them.
Literally.
You're great.
So I did feel like that could have been run a bit better in the way that we should have been.
Yeah, I was told to go out with them too, and like
I
Miss
felt very out
Lynch.
of place, because I went out with you, and I felt like, wait, why am I with all these?
Yeah, I didn't go out for the bow like the last night, just because I was like, oh, am I meant to go out there or no?
But to be honest, I don't think anyone really missed me. My mum probably didn't even notice.
But no, I mean, the show was amazing, so like if you can't get out for the curtain call or for the...
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I need to go back to class and start my journal.
Damn. How far have you gotten on your journal?
2 pages.
Have you written anything about the musical yet?
Nope. That's why I need to go in now. Is that good enough work? Are we finished?
Yeah, we're finished.
Bye.
We
finished? Let's go.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.